Hi, welcome to another episode of Whirly Girl Inc. It is April 30th, 2020. I meant to do this yesterday, but the lighting was wonky and it didn't work out very well. But hi, I'm your host, Rachel. You can find me on Instagram as Whirly Girl Inc. and I have an Etsy shop, Whirly Girl Inc. And as it has been pointed out, that make sure you put in the whole Whirly Girl Inc. and ink as in like pen, ink, I-N-K. Otherwise you get kind of strange results. But if you go to my Instagram, the link is there that you can just click on that and it'll take you to it, and it's not a problem. So I don't have a heck of a lot to talk about, and now my battery is blinking at me that the camera's gonna die, so you might get different lighting and things like that, because I might have to turn this off and wait for the battery to charge. This will be fun. But first things first, I wanted to get into finished objects. I had cleaned my craft room, and when I did that, I had all my works in progress in different bags, and so I wanted to start cleaning up those and finishing some stuff. So even though my finished objects looks well, maybe not impressive compared to some people like the yarn hoarder, her finished objects always is super impressive. She's very good. But for someone that's been as crazy busy as I have, having anything done is kind of a big accomplishment for me. But mostly what I was cleaning up was baby hats. So no, not having a baby. Don't know anybody having a baby. Babies are not in my future. A 6-year-old and an 8-year-old are enough for me. No babies. I have a friend at work who is a baby snuggler. So she volunteers at the hospital in the NICU, and she snuggles babies. I think she does like the 8 to midnight shift or something like that. So babies that are coming from circumstances of drug withdrawals, things like that, that need some human contact, extra comforting. That's what she does. So I make hats for her to take in to give to the hospital. So I wanted to do some, so I have them all different sizes, because she has a lot of NICU ones, and she carries around this diaper that's like the smallest diaper that Huggies makes, and it's seriously like, that helps for reference on camera and stuff, I know, but it's like 2 inches long. It's the tiniest itty bitty diaper. So I make a couple of hats for that size of baby, so little itty bitty ones, and then I have a slightly bigger one for like more of a full term, almost full term size baby head, and then I love this yarn. And it's funny, I love this yarn, but off the top of my head, I think it's Malabrigo. I'm pretty sure it's Malabrigo, but I'll have to get the ball band, and anything I talk about I'll link down below. So I'll get that. But then I also wanted to do some hats for holidays. So I had this amazing Halloween yarn, which well, whether it's Halloween or not, but it's orange and black and white, and it reminds me of Halloween, so I love it. So there's a funny story. Come on, back to my face. Yay, me! My face. There's a funny story with this yarn. My friend Wendy, she and I were in the army together, and she's an amazing human being. She and I had babies around the same time. So her son Adam and my son Amelia both were about 6 months old when we met up in North Carolina, and I bought this yarn then. Now Amelia is She just turned 6. So it's been a while. And I've been meaning to use this yarn because I love this yarn. And it is, I forgot the name of it. See, me and yarn names today are not doing well. And I had even kept the ball band out and everything so that I would show you. And I forgot it. Whatever. So I wanted to use this yarn for a long time. So there's a little kid hat that I made a couple years ago that I have a picture of Amelia in. And then I wanted to make myself Halloween socks. So the Halloween socks were my purse knitting for a long time. And I just never, I don't know. Socks, I like knitting socks, but they're just not like what I'm like, yes, let's do this. But they make good sock knit or purse knitting because I can work on them anywhere, and generally I do an afterthought heel, so I just do like a tube and it just goes and goes and goes and I don't have to think about it. So I did the pair of socks, except the heels. I still need to put those in, and I'll get those to show you after the camera dies, and I have to do this again anyway. And then I use this for the leftover yarn, and I love this yarn. It's such great yarn. So I have a Halloween one, and then I have 2 Christmas ones. So these were just done with scraps. So this one was the first one that I had started. And I'm using 2 yarns held double, and you can't really see it. Let's see. Wrong way. Me and this left-right stuff. You can see a couple little places that you can see the sparkles in it. So there's like this pink and white sparkle yarn, and then held double with the red, and then like a fuzzy for the bottom. Well, I ran out. Face. Hello, face. So I ran out of the red, so on this one I had to go back to scraps that I could find that were as close. I don't think it's that bad. That like, yeah, like I think it's okay. It's okay. Welcome to Rachel's Puppet Show. Hi, I'm your host. Okay, this is random weirdness. But yeah, so these ones are more for full term baby hits. But yeah, so I used up that, so that was good. And then the last hat isn't a baby hat, it's actually a for me hat. When I really don't want to think at all, I make sockhead hats, and Tin Can Knits, I think, has sockhead hats. If I'm wrong, I'll put it up here that I'm wrong. But the sockhead hat pattern is a free pattern, but all it is it's you know, you can make it a slouchy hat. So you just do, you know, a couple inches of ribbing and then like crazy amount of stockinette stitch, and then you just decrease the top into a normal into normal decrease. So yeah, anyway, so I just finished this one the other day too, because I like the colors. I don't care. Oh, I need to do the, you know, the Northwest thing. So yeah, anyway, it makes a slouchy. This one's not as slouchy. I don't like my hats super slouchy. I don't like them tight fitting, but I don't like them super slouchy. Like, I'm not trying to look like a millennial, but it happens. I don't think I'm going to put a puffball on this one. But I'll link what the yarn is. Me and yarn, there's a pattern today of me not remembering. It's been a long week. A very long week. But it's been a long week for everybody. Everybody's having a long week time. And then the only other thing, so then I have works in progress that I've been doing. So the first thing is the Maritimo sweater that I had shown before, and I'll link down below, that I was too lazy to separate for the sleeves and get out extra needles. So this it's a sweater that has some feather and fan at the bottom. Now this yarn is Once Upon a Corgi, so I know this one because my corgi and yarn corgi people, so I remember that one. but yeah, so then this is where, because this is totally easy to show. So here's the body part, and then this over here is the back in the shot. So this is the back. So I'm doing the short rows to shape for the back here part. So I'm doing that, and then so I should have the back done fairly soon, and then the front, then I'll go pick up for the front. So I'm hoping that will get to, that I'll keep working on that. I don't know when the battery's gonna die. It's like blinking red at me, but it's not dying, and I was going to use that opportunity to grab the two things that I forgot. So maybe I'll just go grab them. Oh, as promised, these are the socks that I still need to put the heels in, and yeah, so it makes its own stripy coolness like that. It's all in the yarn, and it's amazing. And that pattern is from Two at a Time, or what? Okay. It is, I'll look down here. It's like it's the socks a la carte, 2 at a time, toes up. You get to pick like what toes and like toe heel combination and stuff. So, okay, now I need to throw something at my dogs. Okay. Sorry, I was gonna throw socks at them. Nothing hard. Don't call animal abuse people at me. But they were deciding to wrestle in here because the background music for my podcast seemed to be dogs, and dogs fighting, and dogs growling, and dogs barking. And I even waited until like the food delivery people had already been through, the garbage people had already been through. I gave my kids food because I started out late today. I did all those things. But of course the dogs are gonna whine and fight in here. Anyway, this is what you came to listen to. So those socks, they'll get heels in them soon, and then I'll have them done. Anyway, then the other thing, okay, when right before my daughter was born, so my friend's daughter, her oldest daughter, I made her this, it's the African flower. It's a crochet pattern, and she has a whole bunch of them. Heidi Bears, I think is her name. And she does a whole bunch of different animals that they use these little crocheted flower motifs. And the horse was so cute. It was pink. It still is pink, and the little girl still loves it. Well, because of that horse, then I wanted to make Amelia, my daughter, a dragon, because I love dragons, and so she's gonna love dragons because I'm gonna make her rock dragons and stuff. That was a weird sound from my dog if you heard it. But I had started making this dragon for her, and I started it, like I said, when she was just a baby. So about 6 years. So all I have from it right now, and I dropped one of them, so hold on while I get this. Okay, I dropped them. So what I have for them right now, I have these are legs, because you can tell that these are legs, right? So totally legs. I have 4 of them because I just dropped one. But see, they're made with focus on the legs. We're leg people here. You can do it. Yeah, so see, it's made with these like different shaped flowers. And it's different sizes of flowers. So like, there's triangles, and so welcome to today's lesson in shapes, because as long as we're homeschooling, let's do this. So if your kids are watching, okay, no, but of the 8 people that are watching this, nobody has kids. Oh wait, except Kate. So there you go. You can count this as like shape talk. Let's talk about math. Anyway, so the hexagon, so it's not just hexagons. There's she uses all different shapes, all the way up to octagons. And so each shape, like this one, you know, like the ends of the feet are done with hexagons, and then like see, that's done with a square, and then like this is a septagon, I think, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So anyway, so you know they have 7-sided ones, and so it's the different shapes that go together to make this thing. So these patterns take a crazy amount of ingenuity for her to create. But yeah, so I have legs, and so my next thing I'm gonna work on is actually working on this thing to try to get it done, because I can't scrap it because they're legs. These good cute legs. Oh, there they go. And I'm a leg girl. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on that to try to get some good progress on that done. And otherwise, I have really cut down on the amount of whips that I have sitting around. I have a blanket, which is not getting done anytime soon. Like I have a crocheted Afghan, which isn't getting done anytime soon. If you could see what they were doing, like my one dog grabs my other dog by the scruff and then just pulls her across the floor, and it's really kind of funny. Focus. We're focusing. So yeah, I have an Afghan that's not getting done anytime soon, and then I have a cross stitch that I need to do, and then I have a quilt that I had ordered the batting from Joann's, and for some reason, like all the rest of the stuff showed up that I in the same order, but that didn't, and then I haven't heard anything back, and I know it's all weird during this whole time, but I'm just like, can you just send me the batting that I bought? Like, where is it? Anything? Like, because it was able to be an in-store pick or a curbside pickup, so I know it's there. I just don't know where. But I have no idea. So I need to get that to finish that work in progress, and then you can see that. But there's not, and then I need to make more masks for my sister's work. Had asked for some, and so I'm in the process of making that. So I have that going on. Yeah. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much all the works in progress I have. And then there's life things. Well, so the battery died, but at a surprisingly good point. It was after I had just finished with all the works in progress, and then I was talking about that I was going to make masks. So that's my future projects, and then I'm going to try to keep working on the whips. So, it's good timing. So, I say so a lot. There's a lot of so. And this time, also, I told myself when I record next, I'm going to wear a shirt that doesn't blend into the couch as much, so that I don't look like a floating head. I didn't, because I knew that if I didn't just get up and record, that I probably wouldn't get around to it. And I really want to stick to a schedule on this, because it's kind of fun. But that's super, super interesting to people. Since the last time I recorded, I had a birthday. It is the 14th anniversary of my 25th birthday. Actually, I don't really care about getting older. I've done a lot of cool stuff, so getting older doesn't really bother me. But it's just kind of fun to say that it's the 14th anniversary of my 25th birthday. I feel 25. Sometimes. Not always. Until I realize how much adulting is boring, where my 25-year-old self did not have the same problems that the 39-year-old self has with 2 kids. Because 25-year-old Rachel didn't have kids. 25-year-old Rachel had just finished flight school. Yeah. So 25-year-old Rachel was much different than 39-year-old Rachel. And that's okay though. It's good. Because I had to get through all that. Because also 25-year-old Rachel was really dumb. Like, so dumb. Anyway, but I had a birthday last week. It was a great birthday, even during this crazy time. It was a great birthday. Because I have wonderful people that love me very much and, shower me with good things and amazing gifts, like the yarn bowl I showed on the last episode. And my sister-in-law always gets me like the cool. So I didn't realize this until Christmas. Now, I've been married to my husband for about 11 years. So she's been my sister-in-law for about 11 years. And it only took me this many Christmases, 10 Christmases, to figure out that she picks out my gifts by going on my Pinterest and buying me stuff off of my Pinterest, which is fantastic. And then it made me also like, ooh, I should totally put this on my Pinterest so that Katie finds it. But she sends me like the greatest gifts. Between her and my sister and my best friend, like I get, like they're the ones that give me the most unique gifts. My husband gives me awesome gifts, and I meant to bring that mug with me. Actually, I'm gonna go get the mug because the mug is amazing. Hold on. Okay, so I went and grabbed the mugs. Okay, so one of the first gifts that my husband ever gave me, we were deployed, and I don't know, maybe we'd been married a year. Maybe it was for our first anniversary or first birthday or something. Maybe first anniversary. I don't actually remember what gift it was for, but he mailed it to me when we were, or ordered it or whatever, when we were in Afghanistan. But it's like the greatest gift he's ever given me, and he was so surprised that I was so excited about this mug. So this is the mug that he got me originally. Oh, not my face, to the mug. Oh. Okay, well, since it apparently likes my arm better than the mug, so, come on, there we go. Okay, so it is Shakespearean insults. Okay, so number one, I love coffee, so a mug is perfect. Number two is that it's literary nerdiness, which I love, with it being Shakespeare stuff. And number three, it's insults. So, like, in general, I'm a very nice person, I think. I try to be a very nice person. But I do enjoy a really well-placed, intelligent, insult. Like, anyway, so my husband picked out like the perfect thing. It holds coffee, which makes me happy, and it's nerdy, and it's insulting, and I love it. So it's always been my favorite gift. And this mug has gone around the world twice. So he shipped it to me. I am pretty sure he shipped it to me in Afghanistan. And then I came home with it. And then it went to, oh gosh, I don't even remember anymore. No, okay, so it was just Afghanistan. It just went to Afghanistan back. But I've had this mug for a while, and I love this mug. So now, because of this being my favorite gift, every Christmas and birthday, he gets me another mug. And he always picks out like the greatest mugs. So it's not just like, I don't know. They're not boring mugs that you could just get anywhere. It's not just like, oh, you like green, so here's a green mug. It's like really well thought out mug. So the mug he got me for my birthday this year, I love it too. So it is, not my face. So it's me and my two dogs. I'm so excited. He picked out like, I mean, believe me, she is the less bulbous than I am, but he still was like, oh, relatively short hair, red hair. And what's cool is that like, I guess it's on this side, with Lacey. See how it has this little spot here? So, that my nails are fantastic. Like the real live Lacey has, her coloring is so similar to that. And then Sparkles over on this side, he, I guess Josh said that he was looking for, we don't know what Sparkles is, but I guess he found a Whippet that from the back it looks very similar to him. So he got me that, and then on the back, life is better with dogs, because I'm a dog person. So like it was such a great gift. So I can't say that my husband doesn't give me, come back, camera. That my husband doesn't give me good gifts. He gives me great gifts. It's just my sister-in-law, my sister, and my best friend give me more unique gifts than that. Okay, I'm probably not going to salvage this. Anyway, so they give me fantastic gifts. She got me, my sister-in-law got me an octopus shower curtain and a towel, a tea towel, and they're awesome. And then my sister got me a corgi coloring book, and she got me a mouse pad, and it's with a corgi butt. I don't want to go get it because my kids are out there, and they're out there. And so, and I've had a long day with them today. But so it's this mouse pad with a corgi butt for where your wrist leans on it. And it totally, it looks like it was from another company that, or the company needed to find something more, family friendly to put on it. It's really funny. But the shape of it is, could lead to it looking kind of inappropriate. But, she got me that, and then she got me a, so it's a corgi pencil holder thing that Amelia, corgi, not Rachel face, corgi face, that Amelia put a thing, a bouquet in it. So I have that up on my shelf. But so knowing that these lovely people in my life are going to give me cool things, I also go and buy, it's an excuse for me to buy the things that I don't want to ask other people for, that I know that I would love, but I just don't want to ask other people for because I really enjoy picking them out. So I did a Bath and Body Works order where I got a bunch of stuff. And it's fun. And a bunch of candles, because I like their candles better. Which, because of the smell, I like the, I think their smells are more genuine, like real smells. Instead of, I have these candles that I got at the grocery store, which you say, oh, a candle is a candle, and it should smell about the same. It doesn't. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Because I'm a very big smell person. Like, I like perfumes and I like smells, which leads me into also, there's a lot of leading into, like the connect the dots, breadcrumbs, ducks, whatever, into, I get these perfume sampler things, like, so not just like, you get the sample in the magazine, but like I buy samples of different perfumes. So I wanted to try a different perfume brand because I normally wear like Clinique Happy, and which is great. I wanted to try something different because I like trying something different. So I found this. Whee! Juliet has a gun. And this makes me seem like I'm much more into Shakespeare than I am. So the reference of it is Juliet having a gun instead of poison. But it's, let's see, the guy that wrote this, it's initiated into fashion by his great-grandmother Nina and to perfumery by his grandfather Robert, creator of the famous L'air du Temps. Romano Ricci has been surrounded by fashion and fragrance since childhood. So, I just thought it was kind of cool. But, so they say, an original brand exclusively dedicated to women and introducing a new way to look at perfumery. fragrances that emulate tradition with a zest of provocation. Each creation, Romano's vision restores perfumes to what they should always be, emblems of style and originality. I really like half of the perfumes I got. So let's see, all of them. Let's see, which ones did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 8 different scents, and I think there's 2 of them that I don't really like, but I don't hate them, I just don't like them. So there's this one, so Not a Perfume is their bestseller, and it's minimalist, elegant, pure, a subtle woody note with a clean and modern trail. Mono ingredient without allergens and ideal to blend with other perfumes. I don't need to blend it with other perfumes. It smells really good on its own. But they also have, which one? There was raspberry, tuberose, and iris butter, which you would think would smell like a grandma type of thing. It doesn't. The raspberry smells like raspberries, and schnozberry smells like schnozberries. But like it's like a raspberry and a rose. It's almost like, to me, it smells kind of like being in a garden. Like, I like outdoor smells, and the smells I really prefer are either smells that smell like soap or smell like flowers. My allergies don't like the ones that smell like flowers. Like, I think one of these has flowers, and it does actually screw up my allergies, but it smells so good. I really like it. So anyway, Juliet Has a Gun perfumes are awesome. Yeah, and then I bought myself some other stuff for my birthday, but now the birthday season has passed. I have to wait until... See, birthday and Mother's Day are so close. Because it's really hard to be like, oh, well, I can go buy all these same things again for Mother's Day. Because I usually buy about a year's worth for my birthday of things. Like Bath and Body Works and stuff. So, yeah, because, yeah. But, so for Mother's Day, I'll just have to find something else that works for swelling me. But, yeah, so I had those marvelous things. And now we're just continuing on with the whole, I think we're in the safer at home, stay safer at home or something like that, whatever. Pretty much at work, it's just not changing anything. We're just doing what we do and staying safe and stuff, and make some more masks to send to my sister. And yeah, so anyway, well, thank you for watching, and if you like the video, please like it down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, thank you for watching.